Speaking of the club, right? I heard you tell a story before about how Puffy, he took you to a club before, and you seen a whole lot of weird stuff.
I like when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, when you with my bag.
Daddy, I like when you
right
going on, y'all chill, I'm chilling.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
In a shocking revelation, rapper Xzibit has exposed Diddy's alleged obsession with gay clubs. According to Xzibit, Diddy loves it and frequently visits these clubs with his entourage. This news has left many fans wondering about Diddy's true preferences and what other secrets he may be hiding. How deep does Diddy's obsession with gay clubs run? What else does Xzibit reveal about Diddy's personal life? Let's find out.
Invited to a Puffy party, a New Year's Eve party. Went to the party, you know.
All dudes?
Yeah.
Xzibit recently detailed an awkward incident that occurred at a New Year's party in Miami while hanging out with Diddy and Kari Superhead Steffens. In an interview with Sirius Satellite's Foxhole Radio, Xzibit spilled the tea and revealed some interesting information about Diddy's obsession with gay clubs. The ex-hitmaker, real name Alvin Joyner, recalled how, on one occasion, he unwittingly went to a gay venue in Miami, Florida with the Bad Boy Records boss. Xzibit claims that the whole gay night took place in South Beach, Florida on a New Year's Eve not too long ago. It began at a house party where Xzibit enjoyed chatting with self-proclaimed video vixen Superhead, a woman whom Combs evidently didn't approve of.
Puffy calls me outside, he's like, hey man, you know, that girl you know about the girl you was? I was like, yeah, nigga, everybody know about, you know what I'm saying, what's happening? You know, so he's like, you know, that's the devil.
Shortly thereafter, Puffy loaded his entourage, including Xzibit and Superhead, into a car for a silent and awkward drive to a club. Upon heading to a club with Diddy and Steffens upon Diddy's invitation, things took a turn for the stranger in the West Coast rapper's story. We get to this club and we walk in the back way. It's the VIP lounge, ain't nobody in there. The club is going, it's jumping, and I'm sitting there with Superhead, said X. After some time, Combs left to do his business while he and Superhead went downstairs to get drinks. It was there that he really found himself shaking in his firmly heterosexual boots.
She pointed over the corner, it's two dudes kissing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, going in another direction, it's another dude over there like butt-ass naked, damn.
X further says that he and Superhead were enjoying their drinks while sitting there and bobbing to the music, and then Superhead pointed over to the corner. And their ex got the shock of his life when he saw two dudes kissing in the corner. Well, X has not recovered from the shock yet, and Superhead again pointed in another direction where another dude was dancing. X was so surprised that he left without telling Diddy, saying, "We take off." We leave the club directly. I didn't say peace to anybody. It was suspect. You can chalk it up to being in Miami or whatever, concluded Xzibit. But I have been in a gang of clubs. I ain't never mistakenly stepped into a club with that kind of activity. There it is. Well, rumors about the hip-hop mogul and producer, famous by the name Diddy being gay, have also been raging for quite some time now. If you don't know, Jaguar Wrights released a bomb clip in which she revealed that her friend who worked for Diddy at the time walked in on Diddy getting hot and heavy with Christopher Williams. The former employee was traumatized by the encounter. Jaguar continued her story saying her friend had to walk out the room as the other two parties had no intention to stop. And you wouldn't believe, but the well-known fellow artist, 50 Cent, also hinted to Diddy's sexuality, saying, "Fans are more than happy to concede it," with 50 Cent conclusion. "I truly believe all these rich celebrities are gay ass. Y'all can't tell me Diddy ain't gay. He slipped up one too many times." 50 Cent also posted 2 photos to Instagram on Sunday, which insinuated that Diddy and Ross are gay, then appeared to say that it would not be right if they were. One image showed the pair performing on stage in a photo which is taken at such an angle that it makes it look like they are kissing. The other shot was of Diddy sporting a pink shirt while embracing former record executive Steve Stout, also clad in pink. "I ain't saying nothing, but something ain't right. Elmo," 50 Cent wrote along with the snaps. But it seems he quickly reconsidered, as it wasn't long before the 38-year-old had pulled down the post from his social networking site. Well, Diddy has been the subject of gay rumors for years, but the really disturbing part is the story about his flavor camp, where Diddy allegedly brings his young music Portuguese. One of these young men is Usher, who was just 14 years old when Ella Reid sent him to live at Diddy's house. But that's not all. All this commotion about Diddy's sexuality has brought up his old interview with Kevin Hart, where he mistakenly reveals that he and Usher used to sleep in the same bed. It's no secret that alcohol can sometimes loosen the tongue and lead to more candid moments. While Diddy may have been under the influence, that doesn't necessarily discredit the validity of his statement. In fact, it makes it more likely that he was being truthful. Well, this drunken mistake was also proved by the deceased Kim Porter herself. According to sources, it was also stated by Kim that Usher's mother confronted P. Diddy about sleeping with Usher when he was only 14. There is actually a clip of the two at a party being hosted by Kevin Hart when P. Diddy slipped up and mentioned how he and Usher used to be in bed together. But that is not all. Even Gene Deal stated that he was on site when Diddy was shopping for gay adult toys.
Like quite a few of them down. I'm like, okay. He put them in the bag. So when I went by there and I looked up there,
and it said butt plugs.
Not only that, Diddy's ex-bodyguard further said that Puff was often sexually fluid. He further told that he had seen Diddy engage in homosexual acts, saying, "I know that for a fact because I was right there." He said, "Yo, Gene, watch the door and don't let nobody come through." I said, "I'll watch the door," and while I watched the door, he and a man ran out naked, he said emphatically. "I'm telling you what I saw." Not only that, Gene Deal also revealed that he saw men being set up and lured by women at Diddy's parties, only for them to eventually end up in inappropriate positions with white men. He claimed that he also used to take Diddy and his friends to Turkish houses, and deep down, as much as he wasn't allowed into the houses, he knew what happened there. In another interview, Gene said he went with Diddy to a store where he saw Diddy getting butt plugs for himself and paying bucks on the counter not to get his stuff checked. He then said that Diddy and another company went to North Carolina in a private jet where they stayed at a grand hotel, and Diddy and the other guy went to the presidential suite together. The intruder claimed he was Ja Rule's cousin and he tried to get into the presidential room. Now, Gene had been given clear instructions not to let anyone enter the room, and so he told Ja Rule's cousin that he couldn't go into the room. Despite being warned, Gene claimed the gentleman outside the door then attempted to muscle his way into the hotel suite even after Gene informed him Ja Rule and Puffy were busy at the moment and wanted privacy.
Later on I think that afternoon, this rapper and him, they all in the room together. Next thing you know, somebody rang the doorbell. So I opened the door and the dude said, "Yo, I'm here for my cousin." I said, "Who your cousin?" And he said, Ja Rule.
The commotion had caused the two gentlemen to leave their suite naked and holding on to their towels with a bewildered cousin looking at them. Well, this scene does clarify what has been going on behind the doors. Even fans now believe that Diddy likes men. One of them tweeted, "Diddy is gay, period, no debate." Now, on top of all this, rumors are starting to circulate that Will and Diddy are known for throwing huge gay parties where other Hollywood actors can go do whatever they want. Recently, Keefe D claimed that he actually witnessed one of these events back in the day, and he said the whole thing was so weird and creepy to look at.
Pinkett and Will Smith, you told me before that you was at a party before that they attended, and you said the party was weird.
Vivica Fox was with this big gay man. He was 6'9". They called his name 6'9". He had the red hair with a big old booty and shit. No, he was gay and I'm over. What the fuck is going on here? It's just a lot of weird shit, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Well, things didn't just end there. Do you guys remember the 2022 Academy Awards when Will Smith shockingly went upstage and hit Chris Rock? Well, guess who comes for the rescue at that time? None other than Diddy. He tries to normalize the environment by saying, "Looks like Diddy has its eyes on Will at that time," as they both seem to be seen at multiple parties together later on. A fan also speculated that Will and Diddy might be a couple. So did y'all hear about the rumors that Diddy and Will Smith are either bi or gay? They have been having gay parties for the DL Hollywood stars, and they might be a couple. Well, Jamie Foxx talks about his experience at Diddy's private party.
Party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. The sex? The sex.
That's it for today, folks. Until next time, goodbye.